Hey everybody, it's Melissa and it's here. All right, it's finally here. I have been waiting to try this fragrance for the past couple years because a lot of y'all, especially on TikTok, were asking me about it. So I'm gonna do an unboxing of Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. Y'all already know how much the original makes me weak in the knees and how much I never stopped talking about it for the past couple years or so. So I will let you know that I've only tried well, I haven't even tried it. I only smelled a sample of this fragrance on a magazine, and I really liked it. So let's see if it's as good as the OG. I'll do another video talking about the performance, just doing like a full-on review with more of the notes, because I don't know what the notes are here. We're just gonna go in blind. And just look at this. Is this not just sexy? I love the packaging for Carolina Herrera's Good Girl fragrances. And if you don't spray it here with the heel, a lot of people do that and then they end up breaking the heel. So the button is right here. All right, but let's see. This thing is just so like, ooh. Oh, I smell it now. This smells sweeter. Before I even put it to my, put my arm to my nose, I'm gonna see what I can pick up. Fruity, okay. It smells a little bit like lychee. If I'm not mistaken, whenever I used to talk about Delina by Parfums de Marly, I would have Good Girl, Very Good Girl enthusiasts say that, oh, there's lychee in this too. Do they smell similar? Because I like the lychee in this fragrance. So I could pick up on the lychee. It smells really good right now. I can't even lie. I'm a sucker for both Delina and so far what this is doing. Now, the sweetness here, it's a little bit more, it smelled a little marshmallowy for a second. I don't think marshmallow is listed in the note breakdown of this fragrance, but right now, if I have to be honest, it's kind of smelling like a designer version of Delina by Parfums de Marly that goes a little bit more on the sweet side. Not Delina exclusive, the OG Delina. Now let me put this finally to my nose. Yeah. There's definitely some florals here. I think there's some rose in here. It's fruity. It's that lychee. It's floral with some rose. It has a little bit of sweetness too, but I can't detect. I want to kind of say vanilla a little bit, but I'm not positive about it. In the air, like without me even putting my arm to my nose, I will tell you right now that this is a sexy fragrance, y'all. Like this is good. All right, if you are looking for that compliment getter, I know that this will do it. And if you're newer to my channel, then I'm just gonna tell you right now that I personally don't wear a lot of feminine fragrances, but when my girlfriend wears stuff, I tell you what drives me wild, and the fragrances that don't drive me wild, right? And this is one of them. Like this to the masculine nose is just gonna drive them crazy. I will tell you right now, okay? And for all of you ladies that wanted to rock Good Girl because you saw so many people talking about it on TikTok and YouTube, but you went into your mom's room and you saw it on her vanity and you got really sad about it, then this might be a good option because this doesn't smell as much like the original. They definitely have their differences, all right? It's the flanker of it, but yeah, it doesn't, if it wasn't packaged like this, I wouldn't think, just based off smell right now, that it was well, you know what? Actually, it does. It does have a bit of that core original Good Girl smell to it. Maybe that's what the sweetness is. Is it like tonka? What is that? I like it. I don't really like tonka bean in general by itself. In niche fragrances, tonka bean can be a bit too much for me. But right now, it's just imagine the base of the original Good Girl, right? That sort of sweetness with some florals and some lychee. I think that this is a really beautiful scent. All right, now, if you had to ask me, is it beautiful or is it sexy? It's most definitely sexy. Like this to me is more of like a, I don't even want to say youthful because I could see all ages of women wearing a fragrance like this. I feel like if you gifted this to your teenage niece or your sister or somebody like your friend in college or your aunt who's like 40 years old, they would all smell fantastic with this. Absolutely. I feel like this sort of smell though Maybe I am going to say it goes more for 30s and under. Not saying 40s and over can't wear it. They absolutely can. But I feel like the sort of demographic it would attract are like those guys that are 30 and younger. But I do feel like older guys would like this too. It's just like, it reads to me as more of an early 20s fragrance, maybe late teens, early 20s. You know, you're looking really sexy, you're going out with your girls and you want a nice fragrance to compliment you, and you throw on a fragrance like this, and then all of a sudden you have people falling at your feet. This is just the type of fragrance that would do that. And I am impressed with this. All right. I have tried Good Girl Supreme, and I will say it was a sample though. It wasn't the full bottle. Sometimes samples can smell slightly different. And I liked it, but thinking back on it now, I don't really remember what it smells like. All right. But the OG is fire, and this is really, really sexy. What I'll do is I'll put a discount link for it in the comment section below, and that is an affiliate link, just in complete transparency. In case you guys do want to support my channel, I would appreciate that. But of course, please buy where you're comfortable. See if you can get a good deal on this fragrance here. I don't recommend buying it at full retail price, because why do that when you can save some money, you know, and get free shipping? But anyways, I will let you know the performance of how long it lasts, because this is fire. I'm going to keep raving about it right now because I feel like the details matter here, all right? If I smelled this on my girlfriend, I would go buck wild. I'd be like, damn, you smell so sexy. You know, it's just like I'm just picturing this smell on her right now. And like, this is the type of fragrance you wear when you are ready for people to attack your neck. All right. This is not a fragrance you wear if you're trying to have an introverted night and you don't want to get any attention. No. All right. If you do that, you're going to get pissed off because people are going to keep kind of like swarming around you. They're going to like the way you smell. And if you're introverted for that night, or even just in general, you don't want that attention, then you got to stay away from a fragrance like this. But if you're willing to invite that energy, then yes, you can wear this Devil Wears Prada Heel perfume right here by Carolina Herrera. But I really do think that this would be a nice showstopper fragrance for an affordable price. Seriously, I think that this goes under $100. It's like maybe 80, 90 bucks. If I'm not mistaken, when I saw it at Macy's, it was at 120 or 125. And I was like, hell no. You know what I mean? So again, don't get it at retail. Discount links, discount sites, all of that. But another thing that I'm going to say about this scent is like, this is the type of fragrance that when you smell it in your late 20s or in your 30s, you're going to be like, damn, that reminds me of that, like your college years. You know what I mean? There's always that fragrance that takes you back to the time that you were wild as hell. All right. And this is just, it screams that, you know, like if you were to smell this, you'd be like, oh my gosh, it would transport you back in time. Even if you didn't wear this perfume, you'd be like, that smells like these memories. You know, so this is the type of fragrance that's very easy to make memories with, especially on your nights out. I would say wear this when you're going to dinners, to parties, to bars, to clubs. You're going out with your girls. Like I said, you're looking really beautiful. You're looking really nice. And you have on this sort of fragrance that's just going to have people like in a chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Like this will do it. I will tell you right now, I know this is my first impression of the fragrance, but I've been around a lot of scents, and it's very far and few when I smell something both on the feminine side and the masculine side that I can confidently say, without even having my public experience with it yet, that it is a sex beast or sexy fragrance. I'm not gonna say sex beast because some people get really put off with that sort of aggression with fragrances, but this is really something that turns up the sex appeal easily. This is something that's going to have men, or if you're in any masculine person whatsoever, this will do it right here. Something about this. It just has Carolina Herrera and the whole Good Girl secret sauce, whatever they got going on, how they make their perfumes. It is just like a sure way for whoever you're attracted to just be like, damn, you smell so good. All right. And here's the thing with the original Good Girl, and it might be the case also for this very Good Girl, is a lot of women that try them aren't as impressed, right? They're like, oh, okay, it smells like a basic perfume. I could just get Pink by, I don't know, Victoria's Secret, or Pink Sugar by Aquilina, and it's like the same thing. But again, you have to remember the difference between the feminine nose and the masculine nose. They're attracted to very different things. And if you don't know what that is, think of even, you know, people talk about the male gaze, the female gaze, right? How the interest, what people find sexy is going to be different, right? And it's the same thing with your nose, all right? A lot of women that might smell this are not going to be challenged by the fragrance, are going to find it too basic, so they'll just easily pass by it. It's not going to be something that's going to get a second look. But coming from the standpoint, like if you are a beginner and you're looking for the very first perfume to have in your collection, and you want that, you want to get that mass appeal, you want to have that fragrance that will have people just going nuts about you, then this would be a nice one to start with. Now, I will say I don't find this to be a summertime fragrance. All right, this is definitely more of a nighttime scent. Definitely more of like a cold weather fragrance. Maybe you can actually probably pull this off in the spring, but the only time I wouldn't recommend it is like on a summer day, because you got other options like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense that would be a lot better for like beach bikini season, you know? So Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera is very good. And I will be making my full review of this fragrance when this dries down. I smell so good right now. I can't even lie. I smell so good. But again, discount link for this scent and samples of it for global shipping in the comment section below. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.